Hey, Ivana community. So I wanted to jump on a thread that everyone in the VC is now scrambling to jump on. And I'm talking about a thread from JC over at Flipside Vinyl. You've seen Aaron do his video, Chris Profi did a video, Gary Physical Format Rock and Roll did a video. So I want to jump into the fray here. And it is going to be a top 10 Aerosmith songs thread that JC has started. Now, Aerosmith is one of those bands where I love everything they did in the 70s, not such a fan of anything they did in the 80s or beyond. I think this stuff was just overplayed on MTV and on the radio in the 80s, so I'm going to be strictly sticking to the 70s with my list because I think everything beyond the 70s, I'm just not a fan of. I mean, Permanent Vacation, maybe, Pump. After that, I just don't care. I don't even listen to any of that stuff. So, a little bit about Aerosmith. Obviously, they hail from Boston, which is where JC is currently based out of. You got Stephen Perry on vocals, who, if you were to make a Mount Rushmore of rock and roll, just like heavy vocalists that could just shred it in the 1970s. I think you'd have to put Robert Plant up there. You'd want to put David Copperfield from Whitesnake and Deep Purple. You'd want Ian Gillan from Deep Purple. And then obviously you would also want to put Stephen Perry as the fourth person on that mountain. I don't know where you would find the mountain to do that, or the artist who could carve out that Mount Rushmore, but that would be my Mount Rushmore. You'd have Stephen Perry from Aerosmith, David Copperfield, Whitesnake, David Gillan from Deep Purple, and then Robert Plant from Led Zeppelin. But that's not the video that I am here to talk about. But just Aerosmith, they had that tandem of, strong vocalist with Stephen Perry, Joe Tyler, excellent guitarist, very much underrated guitarist. And then I don't know who the other band members are, Brad Whitfield and whoever else the hell. But it was really all about the Glimmer Twins, Stephen and Joe, who also could do an impressive amount of cocaine and drugs. You could probably do a top 10 list, favorite illegal substances for Aerosmith. But again, that's not the video that I'm trying to do here. So let's get into our list, my list, I should say. These are my own personal top 10 favorite Aerosmith songs. Number 10, Back in the Saddle. Just love how that starts, that kind of building. And then Stephen Perry just screams. Just fantastic way to start the song. Number 9, off the Draw the Line album. This was Chris Profi's number 1. I'm going to put Kings and Queens on here. Just kind of a chugging little rhythm there, but I love it. That album is very much underrated. I like the title song, Draw the Line, as well, but it didn't make my list. Number 8, I'm going to go with Last Child. I love how it starts off almost like it's going to be a ballad, and then it gets right into that rhythm, and then it's a kick-ass rock song. Number 7, Toys in the Attic. I actually first heard the song. REM did a cover of it on their Dead Letter Office compilation. But the Aerosmith song is just a classic. Love that one. Great album. Probably my favorite Aerosmith album. Number 6, Mama Kin. Love that one off their debut. Debut is a fantastic album, and I'm going to have a couple songs off of it on here. But just love Mama Kin. Just a classic staple of rock radio. Number 5, No More, No More. Love that one. I think that's probably one of the first Aerosmith songs I ever heard on FM radio growing up, and still love it today. Never get tired of hearing that one. Number 4, Sweet Emotion. Love that. And I love the beginning of that song too. That kind of bass, that long intro. I love that. Just perfect song. And then it kicks right in to the song itself. Just great. I know it's been overplayed. It's almost there with Walk This Way, kind of, one of those songs you can't listen to any, rock and roll classic rock station without hearing on rotation, but I don't care. It's a great track. Number 3, speaking of overplayed songs, this is kind of Aerosmith's Stairway to Heaven, but I don't care. Dream On, fantastic. I remember when listening to it, I didn't even realize that was Steven Tyler at the beginning of it, singing. It just didn't sound like him. It sounds like a different Steven Tyler, but I don't care. I like it. I think his voice is kind of taken on a different sound or timbre or whatever you want to call it since then, but I love that track, and I love at the end where he's just screaming Dream On, and then just that shrill off into the stratosphere. Number 2, One Way Street. Love that one, again from the debut. I love it. Just that whole, and then you got the harmonica, whoever it is blowing the harp. I don't know if that's Stephen Perry or who it is blowing the harp, but anyway. And then my number 1, and it's going to be the same number 1 that JC gave, Seasons of Wither, from the Get Your Wings album. Just love it. Just kind of almost like a spooky, but I love it. It's just very much a low key, kind of subdued sort of track, but there's just a lot going on there, and love it. As much as Aerosmith could rock out, also, kind of a brooding rocker like Seasons of Wither, I'm all in on. Love it. So anyway, just want to do a quick little video to support JC. I know he's trying to get his subs up there. It's kind of a struggling channel, trying to catch up with the rest of us with his subs. So go check JC out. And if you want to jump on this thread as well, that'd be awesome. All right, have a great day.